Hello everyone, welcome to Family Fun Time. Today we have two little experiments for you, and you're going to need adult supervision to help you out with these. So our first experiment is called dancing powders, and we're going to talk a little bit about matter, the stuff that makes up everything in the universe.
Yeah.
Liquids like water, milk, and oil, gases like bubbles, smells, and wind, solids like rocks, trees, and pencils, are all different types of matter. And in this experiment, we're going to use some solids, liquids, and we're going to make a gas out of these. And you don't want to use a sealed container for this experiment because the pressure can build up in the container and cause it to burst. So don't use sealed containers. And make sure you have an adult around when you get ready to do this experiment. So this is what you're going to need. Some citric acid, some baking soda, some water, and an empty cup. Alright, you guys ready to get started?
Yeah.
Alright. So first, we're going to take our empty cup, and Kylie, I'm going to let you take the scooper. And that's going to help you. Just reach in there. Let's get us a scoop. A little more than that.
There you go.
One,
Secret. It looks like sand.
two. Let's put just a little bit more because normally you just need 2 scoops, but her first scoop wasn't all the way full, so we put just a little more. So 2 scoops of citric acid into your empty cup.
Right.
Cullen, how about you get me 2, make sure your scoops are full,
Okay.
2 full scoops of baking soda out. That's good. 1.
2.
And 2. Alright. Take that.
Baking soda kind of looks like ice cream.
Next, you want to take your empty cup that now has the citric acid and the baking soda in it and just kind of mix it up a little bit so that it all gets mixed together. Now, for the next part of this, we're going to turn these solid powders into a gas simply by adding water to the mixture.
Can I get the water?
You want to put the water?
Okay.
Oh, we'll let you do the next one, okay? Pick up the water.
And put all of it?
No, not all of it. Fill it up to about right there.
Keep your finger right there.
Right there. Pour it quick. Pour it quick.
Okay.
And as you can see, the chemical reaction from the citric acid and the baking powder with the water makes it turn into carbon dioxide and bubbles up inside the cup. That's why you don't want to use a sealed container because the pressure can build up and you don't want that to happen.
And blow it. This is awesome. Whoa.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You see it bubbling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's really cool, huh?
we just wait until it stops.
That's it.
Can I do it now? Hold on, sis.
And that's it for this simple experiment. We'll be right back for the next part. On an extra note for the dancing powder experiment, if you want to take this experiment one step a little farther, try it again, but use hot water and extra cold water and see what other type of results you get. Now for our second experiment, that's going to continue off a little bit off of our first experiment and take it a little step farther. This one's called color changing liquids, and this is what you're going to need. Citric acid, red cabbage juice powder, a small and medium-sized scooper, something to stir with, baking soda, and 3 little cups, 2 of them filled about 3/4 of the way, and 1 empty one.
Yep.
Okay, you ready to get started, guys?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, for this experiment, first, you're going to need to take your small scoop, and you want to take your red cabbage juice powder,
Can I do it?
sure can. And you want to take the small scoop and take one scoop and put it in the water. Get a good scoop. Good scoop. That's a good scoop. That's a good scoop. Right there. Put it in there. Look, check that out. It turned purple.
Whoa!
That's really cool. You want to do yours, Cullen?
Oh.
Don't touch it. Just wash it. Look how cool that looks. Get you a full scoop and pour it into your cup right there. Be careful. Hold it steady. Pour it into the cup. There you go.
Yours turned purple!
Good job.
Oh man, is it only gonna turn purple?
We're going to see what else we can make it turn. As you can see, adding the red cabbage juice powder to the water makes the water turn purple. For the next part of this experiment, you want to take your medium scooper and take one scoop of citric acid and put it inside of one of the cups of water.
Hold on, Paul.
First, you want to stir your purple,
Yeah.
just to get it mixed up a little better.
Now?
Now we can get it. Let's get the scoop. Ready? Oh, not enough. There we go. Hold it steady. Let that bring your cup to you. Okay. Pour it in there. What's going on now? What happened? What happened to it?
It turned red!
Yes, it's turning red now. Adding the citric acid into the water with the cabbage juice makes a chemical reaction and turns the water red.
Looks pink. Now my turn.
It's kind of pink. Now, in the other cup, you want to pour another medium scoop of baking soda into that mixture.
Baking soda.
Get you a good scoop.
I'm just looking at
It's
it.
okay. I don't want you to get it, spill it though.
This
And go ahead and pour it in there.
Is it turning blue?
It's turning blue at the bottom, right there.
Mm-hmm.
You see it?
Mm-hmm. I see
Give it a little
too.
mix.
Mine kept it.
Putting the baking powder in to the other cup of water is making it start to turn a bluish color.
Hooray!
Once you stir it, now you can really tell
I like blue.
that now it's blue. All right, and do you guys remember what happened in the first experiment when we mixed the citric acid and the baking powder into the same cup with the water? What
Yeah.
happened?
It made bubbles.
It made lots of bubbles, right? It made lots of bubbles?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So what do you guys think is going to happen if we pour a little bit of each of these into here and mix it? You think it's going to bubble too?
Mm-hmm.
Let's find out. For the next step, that's what you want to do, is take one cup and slowly pour it into the empty cup about a third of the way.
Well, that's almost.
Put a little more.
Can I do mine?
I'm going to do the pouring, baby, so y'all don't spill it.
Yeah.
Next, you want to take your other one and also pour it in there.
It turned pink or purple.
And as you can tell, it turned back purple.
Ah.
It didn't bubble as much as I thought it was going to, but you can see a few bubbles in there.
Oh. Now both of them got colors.
Yeah, we made colors, didn't we?
Yeah. If we had
Yeah.
more of this and that into the purple.
You want to see what happens?
Can I do
Let's see. Just for extra credit on this experiment, we'll see about adding one scoop, hold on, of each thing
into the purple?
into the purple.
Oh, it's
And there we
bubbling
go.
up.
There goes the bubble reaction like we got in the first experiment, except now you get to see it in color.
Can I? Oh, this is awesome.
Do it one more time. One scoop. Can you reach?
Yeah.
Boom! Look what it did. Let's do one more scoop. Oh, we made a little mess. Boom.
How about What if we had more juice in it?
Well, it's just going to give it a little more color. There you go.
So it's now for crack.
Alright. That's it for our experiments today. I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please like and subscribe. So, have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.